Everyone knows Elon Musk is big with all the space exploration. His company SpaceX has made it possible for space exploration costs to go down with all the technological advancements that he's made. He also made it possible for spaceships to land without damage and be reused for other space ventures. He embarrassed NASA a bit too much with his innovations, and this time, he's done it again with his new spacesuit that seems something straight out of Star Trek. So, you might be wondering, what's with the new suits? It looks like something straight out of Star Wars or Star Trek, with unique accents and some design. In contrast, NASA uses spacesuits that looks like the Michael Mann. It's all started with NASA's astronauts Bob Bennick and Doug Hurley, as they were supposed to orbit Earth around Saturday. They were expected to reach the International Space Station. The NASA astronauts could not launch on Wednesday of the same week. Still, there was an astronomical revelation as the astronauts showed off SpaceX's new line of spacesuits. Elon Musk worked closely with the engineers over at NASA to develop the amazing black and white form-fitted one-piece suits. He also helped build the spaceships known as the Crew Dragon, that suits function independently and can also interact and integrate with the capsule seats. Elon Musk stated in an interview that he personally spent a lot of time designing the suits. It took almost 3 to 4 years to create suits that look good and have lots of functionality built into them. He made this statement at NASA's live coverage of the launch attempt on Wednesday. The launch failed due to poor weather conditions. The unveiling of the new suits was a big success. The suits aren't the show pieces. They are built with form and function in mind. Although they look simple, the spacesuits are pretty complex if you go into the itty-bitty details. Spacesuits are not to be taken for granted, as they are supposed to be personalized spacecraft for astronauts. They need to be comfortable as possible to ensure astronauts don't experience discomfort during long periods of use. The suits are supposed to protect the individuals from changes in oxygen levels and pressure. Musk has also been actively participating in the design and appearance of the SpaceX suits since the company began working on them several years ago. The New York Times reported that Musk tapped in and bought in the Jose Fernandez to work on the prototype suit. Jose Fernandez is a costume designer for superhero movies such as Batman v Superman, The Fantastic Four, The Avengers, and X-Men, amongst many others. One of the things that Musk wanted about the suits was to stand out from the rest of the competition. The competition was NASA. Fernandez told Blep magazine in 2016 that Musk was pretty amended about the suits being exceptional and different. When people put on the suit, they're supposed to look better than they did without it. It was designed to be the red carpet tuxedo for astronauts. You should be looking pretty heroic in it. You look at spacesuits in movies, and the problem with them is that they look exceptionally well designed. But then you run into problems. They don't work well in space as their primary use case scenario. So they needed something that looked well and performed well in space. You can make a spacesuit that doesn't look good, but it fundamentally has the act as pressure suits that protects you from the pressures in the void of space. But Musk wanted to go far and beyond with a spacesuit that will be able to inspire kids to become astronauts. The suits will basically fire them up. Musk used some sweet words and said that everyone should be excited about this thing made by humans, for humans. The suits were made and designed in Hawthorne, California, in the same building where SpaceX rockets are made. Each one is supposed to be tailored following the size requirements of the crew member in mind. The suit is supposed to be a single piece with specialized parts installed. The spacesuit is pretty complicated as a single attachment point on the suit located on the thigh can attach life support systems, including air and power connections. The helmet was custom made using a 3D printer technology and has integrated valves and mechanism for a visor retraction system, locking, and microphones, all built in with the helmet structure. But that's just scraping the surface. The suits also have touchscreen compatibility gloves that enable the astronauts to pilot the Crew Dragon, whose control panel is proprietary to the touchscreen controls. These suits are pretty different from those ones on spacewalks outside a space station. For those ventures, astronauts use NASA's Extravehicular Mobility Unit, which is designed to work for as long as 10 hours in the vacuum of space. They also protect them from dangerous radiation. Click one of the 4 videos on the screen right now.